Welcome to Kahani Bar, a cocktail of stories in English and Hindustani. I am Malika, and today's story is The Weeping Well of Shahjahanabad by Neerja K. The well lies hidden in a crumbling courtyard of Old Delhi, where even the sun hesitates before entering. Its stones are slick with age, darkened not just by moss, but by memory. People say the well weeps, not loudly, not every night, but with the patience of something that has been waiting for centuries. Sobs and sighs of a little girl are surely audible. They say that during the uprising of 1857, when British soldiers stormed through the narrow lanes of Shahjahanabad, today's Old Delhi, this courtyard belonged to a small haveli owned by a widowed woman named Amina and her little daughter, Zainab. That afternoon, the sound of boots and rifles crept closer. Amina knew there was nowhere left to hide. She grabbed a dirty old shawl and wore it over her head, covering her face like a hijab. She rushed Zainab into the courtyard, where the well stood open, yawning and dry like a mouth that had swallowed generations. Her hands trembled as she tied the rope around the bucket. Zainab was no more than 5. Her hair in 2 loose plaits, her eyes too large for her small face. She asked her little girl to sit quickly in the bucket. "Ammi?" her little daughter whispered. Amina kissed her forehead, holding back her fear. "Stay quiet, Meri Jaan," she said softly. "I will pull you back the moment it is safe. I promise. I will come and pull you out. Till then, stay quiet. No one should hear you." She lowered the bucket slowly, whispering prayers with every inch of rope that scraped through her tight fist, leaving marks on her fingers. Little Zainab descended into darkness, clutching her mother's words like a talisman. But safety never came. The soldiers burst into the courtyard moments later. They found Amina standing by the well with both her hands behind her back, still wrapped around the rope. She did not scream. She did not run. They took her for an old woman and a shot rang out. Amina fell beside the well, her blood seeping into its stones. The rope slipped from her fingers and fell into the well, leaving a deep bruise behind. It coiled up deep below, where the child waited. She waited for her Ammi. Body lay on the ground, her shawl blown away as she fell, revealing her young and beautiful face. Said one soldier to the other, "What a waste! I took her for an old, helpless woman. We could have enjoyed her beauty before shooting her. Ah, what a waste!" They went into the haveli to collect any valuables they could find. They did not find much. They had killed and wasted the most valuable treasure there was. They left, cursing under their breath. Frightened by the sound of the gunshot, Zainab started to cry softly as she heard the heavy footsteps fading away. She was certain her mother would return. "Ammi?" she yelled, then louder. "Ammi?" Then desperately. No answer. "Ammi?" Days passed, or perhaps only hours. "Ammi?" Her Ammi did not come for her. She waited, but her Ammi did not pull her out. Nobody heard her crying in the madness that prevailed for days. Hunger faded into exhaustion, exhaustion into something colder and quieter. Zainab's frail body gave up and allowed her soul to leave. Her soul left her body, but it stayed on in the well, waiting for her Ammi. Amina's body was taken away along with many others to be buried. But no one found Zainab. No one knew what became of her. Yet on certain nights when the city grew still, people walking past the courtyard heard a child's sobs echoing upward. Ami! Many tried to help. Some lowered ropes, some called out. No one ever brought the child up. They say the well swallowed her tears, but it did not swallow her waiting. Centuries passed. The Haveli crumbled. The rebellion became history, and the well remained half-covered and forgotten. But the sobs and muffled sighs continued. Until one winter evening, a young tourist, Kaveri, wandered into the courtyard. Guided by curiosity and a wrong turn. She had a camera slung across her neck, eyes wide with wonder. Standing next to the well, she felt she had been here before, a feeling of déjà vu. This was the first time she had ever visited Delhi. Her home was in Kerala. How could this place feel so familiar? Strange images crossed her mind's vision, like broken memories from the past. Which past, she wondered. She had never been here before, so which past was it? A past from a past life? As she leaned over the well, a voice rose from the depths. Soft, certain. Ami? Kaveri froze. The word struck her like a vivid memory she did not own but recognized. She stepped closer, heart pounding. The air thickened, the city sounds fading away. From the darkness below, a small face emerged. Not seen, but felt. Large eyes waiting, hopeful, unchanged. Ami, you came back? The voice whispered. You said you would. Tears welled in Kaveri's eyes, though she did not know why. She felt an ache so deep it bent her spine. A love older than her own life. She felt pain in her fingers. She looked at her hands and saw that the birthmarks running across the fingers of both her hands were oozing blood like fresh wounds. She looked back into those wide, innocent eyes and was suddenly gripped with grief and sorrow. Once again, little Zainab's voice echoed from the well. Ami, get me out. I'm here, Kaveri whispered back, her voice breaking. The well sighed. The sobbing stopped. That night, for the first time in over 100 years, the weeping well of Shajahanabad, Old Delhi, fell silent. In the morning, they found Kaveri's camera lying beside the well. But Kaveri was never found. No one knows where she went. But those who pass the courtyard now say, the well no longer cries. It waits no more. It weeps no more. This is Malika signing off. Keep listening to stories on Kahani Bar. If you enjoy our narrations, please follow, share, and leave a review. It helps us bring more stories to life. Until next time, stay curious, stay kind, and keep listening. Take care.